What's going on, everybody? I am Shannon Jackson, and this is going to be a different thing for me today. And I had a photo shoot recently. Thank you to Kanisha Washington, who hired me to shoot her birthday photo shoot. We went to a sunflower field, and normally I would just post pictures that I like of the shoot and just put a caption there, but I wanted to try something different and actually just those same photos I would have posted, just take you guys into the computer a little bit and kind of walk through my kind of thought process and aesthetic integrity, as you'd say, on how I put those photos together. So that's what we're gonna do really quickly. I got about 5. I believe I have 5. We're gonna jump into the computer real fast, and then we're gonna see and just kind of walk through it. Come on. All right, so our first photo is here. I know I have all these editing things. I'm not gonna go into any of that period right now. And we just have the before and afters. So this one, we have the sunflower in front of her face. Like, I wanted to bring the sunflower in the foreground and have sunflowers in the background and kind of bring this kind of moody, kind of faceless, kind of ominous, I guess you'll call it, kind of flow. And a lot of these pictures kind of have this kind of position between two separate things, or juxtaposition as the word is. And I kind of wanted to bring that into a lot of these photos. So just have kind of two separate ideas and two separate things going on. So you have this beautiful nature kind of situation, and then you still bring some of that kind of moodiness to it. So that's kind of what I want to do. So I wanted to pose her like a model and bring that third kind of element to the photos. So that was that one. Next, so we have this one, and I positioned her on the ground for this one and kind of have the long stems of the sunflowers taking up the background and taking up kind of the scenery, and have her holding the sunflower and kind of looking at it. Sunflower is something that she really likes, and kind of admiring the sunflower and kind of looking at it and kind of just admiring the beauty and the color and the texture, and holding it close and kind of having that feel of connection to the scenery and to everything that's going on, but still kind of have the disconnection from all the things around, because she's sitting kind of away from the actual trees and sunflower flowers in the background. And then obviously as people come and cut sunflowers down, because you get to take them with you at this field that we were at, you have some laid across the ground and have been there. So just kind of having all that into this frame is kind of what this was. Next, this is probably one of my favorite ones of the whole shoot, because the behind the scenes of this one was kind of different. And if we had a behind the scenes photo, which I wish we did, but we didn't, you would have seen all that we had to do, because obviously this is the flower. These aren't on the ground, but we had to make it look as if she was laying down on these flowers. So she had to lean and I had to hold her, and I had to bring the camera up and shoot and all that. It was a lot of production that went into this shot. That's probably why it's one of my favorites. Moving right along, this is one of the Pinterest inspiration kind of shots that she had in her board on Pinterest, and it was kind of just smelling the flowers and enjoying the scenery and the sun shining and all the beautiful nature around, and just kind of capturing those kind of elements working together in the same photo. So that's where this came from. I try, when I have horizons in photos, which you'll see in these next couple, I try to keep the horizon line either above or below the head, because when it cuts through, it's kind of irritating. These were kind of hard to keep the horizon either of the two. So yeah. This is another one that I enjoyed, that we have that kind of background. We have the sun setting off to the corner right there. We have the sunflower. She's looking back at everything around behind her and kind of walking through this pasture. So it's just kind of lively and kind of just naturey and loving and fun. And we got a nice lens flare from the sun coming right here on her face. I love lens flares. Like, they can add so much when you're trying to actually put them there. So yeah. And then we have this one, which is kind of cool because you have this rustic, beat up looking trailer that was just left to just kind of be there. You got trees and stuff growing out of it, and you got all this going on, and then like all this kind of rugged, kind of ratchet kind of stuff going on in the background. But then you also have all these beautiful leaves and flowers, and she has the sunflowers in her hand. So you got all this kind of working together, and I think it made for a dope image. Is that our last one? Yes, that is our last one. So yeah, those are my 5 favorites of this shoot. I'll be continuing to do this. I don't know how many times, I don't know how long, but I just think this is a good way to kind of go into the mind of myself and how I kind of put these photos together. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Shannon Jackson, and until next time, love each other, have fun, and be safe.